Hello, I'm going to show you how to make a relief collograph. To start off with, we need to make the plate. For that, you need a cereal box, which is a fairly strong box with a smooth inside. I'm using some porridge oats, but you can also use the Nestle cereal boxes, the Cheerios, or other types, but as long as it has a nice strong bit of cardboard. Other things you'll need are a pair of scissors, a pencil, a rubber, and a pen. So to start off with, we're just going to cut out one side of the cereal box. So get your scissors and cut out one side. And then I'm going to cut it roughly in half. I'll be using the blank side. What we'll do with this is one is going to be the plate on which I stick the collage pieces, and this is going to be what I cut out my collage pieces with. So that's how we start that off. What you then will want is your drawing. I've chosen the drawing of a car. Now it's not quite the right size for me, so what I'm going to do is get a piece of paper. This is the one this is my plate. I'm going to stick it on. So then I'll draw around the edges. I will want to tidy those up. Now that I've got the size of my plate, I can start drawing my car. Now we'll start with making the plate. I've finished my drawing inside that, and here is the plate. Before we start, it's a good idea to write your name on your plate so that you can always know it's yours. So I'm Susan Erskine-Jones. I've written my name there. So this is the plate, but now this is my piece of card that I'm going to use to cut out my picture of the car. So I'll put my picture over the card, and then I'll use my pen, and using the pressure of the pen I will press down so that I make an indentation into the plate, into the cardboard underneath, and then I'll be able to see where to cut. So now I've got the indentation on the card and I can see where to cut. So I'll now cut out the shape of my car. My wheels are separate, so I'll cut them out separately. Now I've got the windows here, which I think I would like to have blank. I don't want them to be printed, I want them to be white. So I'm cutting them out, and then when I stick it on the card, it will stick closed, and then it will be fine. And I'll do this one as well, the other window. So I've got that. Now I think you can see from my picture here, I think I'm going to have those a bit separate so it will make for better definition. So I'll cut that out as well. And I'm just following the grooves that I made with my ballpoint pen. Right, then I get my PVA glue, and I'm just using a piece of card. You can use a glue stick as well. Right, and on a separate piece of paper, so as not to get glue everywhere, have a separate area not to get glue everywhere. Start putting glue. On your cut out pieces. Make sure that you get to the edges as well. So I've left a gap between those two, because when I roll ink over the whole surface, that will leave a white gap, which will make it more interesting. If you haven't quite glued properly, that's a good time to check that you've glued properly. I haven't glued that there properly. So just put some more glue in and press it down. This does dry pretty fast. Right, once the plate is dry, like that, then we'll do some finishing touches. We just want to seal the plate as well. So now I want to put in some marks. I want to do the wheels, make details on the wheels. So I'm making heavy indentations with my ballpoint pen. I'm going to do that. Do some on there as well. Maybe the line on the car and where the door goes and the door handle. Something like that. Just putting in those extra lines. Maybe I'll do the lines of the road. Oops, doesn't go there. It's a bit like that. Right, now that I've done that, I will paint the plate with shellac. You can use varnish, but shellac dries faster. So just giving that an extra protection from the water-based inks that we're going to be printing with. Now the plate is ready and we are ready to print. What we need for printing is our printing ink, a roller to roll out your ink, a non-porous surface to spread your ink on, and I use a spatula to spread it out as well. Your plate that you've made and is nicely dry, and A4 size pieces of paper which are going to serve various purposes. So to start off with, I will squeeze out some blue printing ink. I'm just going to spread it out a bit and roll out. Now you don't want it to be too heavy on the roller, but you do want it to be even. So you get some heavy, if you get it there, and then you can roll it until you have it evenly on your roller. Now I can use a scrap piece of paper, or I'm just going to use a piece of A4 paper to keep my work surface clean. And you roll up your print. As you can see, the roller goes over the top surfaces and doesn't go where the dents are. So that means that my windows and the gap between the body parts of the car gives good definition. So roll up your print for pressing. Okay, now this ink does dry pretty fast, so you can't spend too long on it, especially if you're in a well heated room. Right, so I've rolled up my plate. Then I get another piece of A4 paper and I put my print in the middle of the paper. I'll put it your way up. Right, now that I've got it in the middle how I want it, another A4 piece of paper, which is the piece of paper I'm going to print on. And then I can put that over the top. And then I can press it with my hands. And then with the back of the spoon, pressing hard to transfer the ink from the plate onto the paper. Now to check, you can see how you're going, because you don't know if I don't know if I've done it all. I'll have a look. See, do I need to press a bit further, a bit more? So keeping it in place on the plate, can always have a little look and see how you're getting on. So I'll just rub it a bit more. And then I have my print.